I've written down 5 things that you need to do to become a mental health technician in the U.S. Air Force. He was like,
I don't know why you're putting this job on your list. You're not gonna get it.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Dominga Shazhan. If you are new, my name is Dominga, and if you're returning, how you doing? I'm doing 2 videos in a day. Yes, I changed my shirt and I put on a hat. We're just gonna pretend this is 2 different days. Okay. I hope you guys are doing good. I really do. Thank everybody who's been like checking up on me, seeing how I've been these last couple of months. Seeing how my tech school's been and everything like that. I really appreciate you, so thank you. If you were trying to go Army, I know Army calls it behavioral health. Air Force is called mental health, but we all went to like the same tech school. First things first, this is gonna sound like, yeah, I already know that. But listen, first things first, you have to pass the ASVAB. If you don't know, I have a whole bunch of videos on the ASVAB, how to pass, what to study, how to study.
N plus 5 over minus 16 equals minus 1. What's the answer? I don't know.
A whole bunch. I have a playlist. I'll link that in the iCard or in the description box below or both. Right now you need a, I don't know, I'll look it up, but you need this score to pass. A line score. When you take the ASVAB, you get an overall score. My last ASVAB that I took, remember I took it 5 times because you can go watch those videos. The last score I got was a 75, and then before they got like 80, 75, 56, and a 72, something like that. But the last score I got was a 75, so that's my ASVAB score. Line scores are, for Air Force, it's general, admin, mechanical, electrical, stuff like that. And each job, or AFSC in the Air Force, needs a certain line score for you to be eligible for that job. My dream job coming in was broadcast journalism, which I still want to do. If I continue with the Air Force, I'll maybe cross train, we'll see. You needed a 72 in the general category, the general line score category. It could be different now. For this job, mental health technician, you need a, that one, I'll look it up, is that one. And again, it may change, just depends on when you watch this video. And double check with your recruiter, please double check with your recruiter. Number 2, you need to add it to your list. This is what I did. Some people told me they went in open general, where it's like, you can get any job, you just go in. And then they ended up getting mental health while they were in BMT or at the end of BMT. Not me. For me, I had to put it on my list. And if you guys don't remember, my recruiter was like,
I don't know why you're putting this job on your list. You're not gonna get it.
I mean, he didn't say that, but like, you know what I'm saying? It was pretty much like, I don't know why you're putting this down because this job is never going to be open. I had this job, dental, personnel, and finance. I don't remember the other one. And I was like, you know what? Honestly, I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna put it down, leave it in Jesus' hands. That's it. I'm gonna just do it. Because at that point, again, it had been like 6 years, and I was like, Lord, if this is what you want me to go in, then just let it be one of the jobs that I actually want. And if not, then leave it. That's kind of what I was going for, and I really didn't think I was gonna get it because he called me and he was like, yeah, you got the job. And y'all go watch that video because it was crazy. And yeah, so put it on your list. Some recruiters will say, no, you have to put these certain jobs on your list. My recruiter, honestly, I think it's because I waited so long to finally get in and like make it. He was like, I think he was just like, okay, we'll do this for you. You've been waiting. So that's why I say this has been my experience. So I put it on my list. Number 3 is you have to do an interview. So this is the first interview. This one is a security clearance. You need a secret clearance to be mental health. It's not the highest. It's not top secret, but a secret, you know. And I have a video on this. Not an extensive video. I just talked about it and what I like just went through. First interview was just a security clearance. Kind of just making sure nothing crazy in your background, you know.
I have fast food experience.
And then the second one was a mental health clearance, where it's basically, it was kind of like a job interview. They called me, I talked over the phone, both of them were over the phone, talked about my history, why I wanted to be a mental health clinic technician, what was my background, why do I think I would be a good fit, how could I see myself be implemented into the job, stuff like that. Right after that interview, she told me, yeah, I'm gonna send your recommendation up now. And then I texted him, I said, I think she sent it. He's like, yeah, she literally just sent it. And I guess it usually takes longer than that, but thank you, Lord. She just said like, nah, I'm sending, like, you got it. So I was like, okay, cool, awesome, thank you. Those are going to be the 2 interviews that you do. The first one, security clearance, making sure you're all good in your history and all that. And then the second one is just, are you a good fit for the job? Would this be a good fit for you? So yeah, we did those, we passed those. They were like months apart, mine. So again, could be shorter for you. Really quick, along with those 5 tips that I'm gonna keep sharing with you, I have 5 items today that I wanna share. I actually knew about this company before they even reached out to me. So when I went home after tech school, my mom said she found a new cool company and she was super excited. She bought like 14 products from them and she was like, here, you could take one to try it out when you go back home. And one of those was right here, Floriental Brown Sugar. All right, and this is from the company Dossier. Dossier produces classic high-end luxury scents at a fraction of the price, keeping the exact same high-end quality by cutting all the expenses and the infamous brand tax. These perfumes are extremely affordable. Any scent is $29, while designer scents can range from anywhere like $50 to $280 in retail. Comparing Dossier to their high-end counterparts, anything from YSL, Chanel, Dior, you're gonna get the same scents with a fraction of the cost. And don't worry, if the scent you got isn't fitting your style, they have free returns and exchanges forever. One thing I really like about this company is that they're always adding to their collection. So if you guys have ideas, they actually take customer feedback and they'll implement that into their future releases. So if you guys have an idea, something you just made up, or maybe a high-end brand that they don't have yet, you can always message them and that could be a future release of perfume for them. Another thing they offer is bulk deals. So I like to mix and match, so I get different scents all the time. If you order 3 or more, you get free shipping and 25% off. This perfume is definitely an upgrade for me, coming from wearing perfumes that you have to practically bathe in for it to last more than 2 hours. So these were the 5 perfumes that I was sent by Dossier. Out of the 5 that they gave me, Fruity Jasmine has to be my favorite. It's inspired by Dior J'adore, and it has like a floral, sweet smell. It's not too overbearing, but I really like it. I would say my top, if you guys get any, would be the Fruity Jasmine, the Brown Sugar, and probably the Citrus Ginger, or I would say the Citrus Ginger or the Floral Grapefruit. This was the first one that I actually received from my mom, and if you can tell, it's literally, that's how much I have left. I've used it and I've been here 4 or 5 months. Actually, it's probably going on 6 months now, and I still have some. If you want to try out any of the perfumes that I mentioned today or just browse their products, of course, I'm going to leave a discount code down with the link below in the description box. Go ahead and let me know if you've already tried this company, what you think, and what is your favorite perfume. Now, back to my 5 tips. Number 4. Just know once you pass those interviews, it doesn't mean you booked the job. I didn't know that. Like, I kind of did, but I didn't, because it was like, just because you got a thumbs up from both of the interviews, you still have to wait for the job to even open up. They could be like, there's no job opening, so you're not gonna get a job. You'd have to pick something else or wait longer if your recruiter even lets you wait longer, because there's been like people who are like, my recruiter won't even let me wait. So, you know, that could be something that you might want to think about too. So just because you passed the ASVAB and you got the score and then you passed both of the interviews doesn't mean you booked the job yet. Just so you know, this job has like a little bit more steps than a regular Air Force job would. There are other jobs like this where you have to go through multiple steps. This is just one of them. So yay, you booked the job.
You guys are hired. You're in, you know, unless you're like the weirdest guys ever and I don't see it.
Great.
Let's just say it, you booked the job. Okay, hooray, hurrah, thank you, Lord. There's still another hurdle to jump through. When you get to basic training, by the middle of it, they have a mental health assessment again for like everybody. You have to go through that assessment, and they are assessing if you're a good fit for this job. So that's another one. I think everybody takes this. Doesn't matter if you are trying to be a mental health technician or not. It's just, if you are trying to be a mental health health technician and then they see that you're not a good fit, then obviously you'll either get a different job or some other things could happen if it's like severe. Yeah, but for me, it opened up and I booked it and I got it and I'm here now. So yeah. And then also in basic training, they have a mental health assessment for the mental health prospects. Everybody who's trying to be a mental health technician, you have to go through a assessment specifically for that job during the middle end of basic training. They actually did not do that for us, and I think it was because of virus and everything. We actually didn't know if we were leaving until the night of. We didn't have our orders at all because me and the other people who I had met there, and some other people too who were trying to be technicians, they did not give us our orders. It was the night of. They didn't give us our orders, and then finally like they called us down and they gave us our orders to tech school finally. And then when we were at tech school the second week or so, then we got that behavioral health assessment or mental health assessment. So for you, it could be during basic training at Reed, at Lackland. For us, we had to wait until we got to Fort Sam. We did it at a different hospital, but we did that last assessment there. All of us passed. It was good. Yeah. So that's basically 5 things. I'm gonna give you a 6th, which is kind of not specific towards mental health, but kind of just like everybody has to do this, is you still have to pass tech school. I know y'all are like, we know that, but you still have to pass tech school. And then when you're done with tech school, you have to pass your CDCs. For this job, that's it. It's 4 volumes. You'll know what that means and everything. Maybe I'll do a video on it, but you have to pass that. I'm literally still working on my CDCs right now. I've been here for a while, but I'm on my last volume, and then I have to take an end of course exam, an EOC, and first of all, just send me your prayers because I want to pass that thing. And that's the last thing. One of my supervisors came up to me and was like, you know, this is the last thing the Air Force has over you. If you don't pass this, they can still kick you out. But once you pass this, you're in. And I mean, that is true. You got to pass the last test. Some jobs, some AFSCs don't have CDCs. They have other trainings and stuff that I know of. But for this one, you do have to pass. I know. You do have to pass your CDCs. I think it's like 75 or higher. They're not difficult. It's just the memorizing could be a lot for people. Just kind of keep that in mind. Study. Just study. I've made some Kahoots, some Quizlets, and that is the last thing. And then you are a mental health technician. Okay, so don't stress about these 5 steps because honestly, your recruiter will go through it with you, and then when you get to BMT, your MTI will know what to do, and then when you come to your supervisors will help you out. Like, don't stress too hard about it. Don't let it be something that makes you guys think like, oh, I don't want to be a mental health technician anymore. Like, if it's something that you really want to do, go for it. I did it. It took me a while, not to just get the job, but like to just get in the military in general. The job has kind of flown by easy, way easier than me just trying to enlist. So don't let this stop you. Let it actually encourage you and being like, ooh, 5 things, bop, 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 got it. Bop, 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 got it. And the extra 6 ones. So I hope that this kind of left you guys with a little bit of insight into the job and a little bit of foreknowledge before you go in, or maybe you're thinking about different jobs that you might want to put on your list. You're not sure and you're like, maybe mental health, maybe this is the career. You know, a lot of people want to do this who wanted to be like nurses or social workers or go to school for psychology and stuff like that. And there's awesome opportunities if you are in this job, and if you do want to be in that career field, stick around the channel. I'll be doing more info, maybe having some other people from my job on, and just kind of seeing where what videos we can put out for you guys. If you have any questions about this job or me or Air Force in general, put it down in the comments below. I have a whole bunch of videos of me being in everything, military, weight, food, everything. So if you have any questions about that or comments, leave them down in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for coming. I'll talk to you later. Bye. I know I have a hat on inside, y'all, but we just trying different looks today. Okay. Remember the perfume you gave me?
Oh, yeah, them. No way.
When they messaged me, I was like, oh, I'm already a fan. Yes, I was like, I'll definitely work with you guys.
No way. Yeah. How cool. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I wonder, I mean, because I'm a fan.
I know.
And you know what? And you know what's funny?
Huh?
Where I got it from is somebody from a YouTube.
Really?
That's where I started buying it, because she was talking about what she wears and what she buys, you know? And I was like, okay, then I'm going to try it and see if it's like smells like the other things, you know? And I thought, because I can't afford it, but I would like to smell nice.
Right.
You know, and so then I got the little discount. But then I just kept buying after that. I'm like a member, you know, but
everybody that I wear it with is like, you smell good. Like, cause I be
Minga, you're not kidding. I have never had, okay, you need to post this. I have never had anybody stop me and women and say, you smell really good.
Dang.
And I'm like, oh, like, well, thank you. Because I don't know what to say. Because when I wear it, I get complimented all the time. I'm not kidding.
Which one do
and
you...
it's not just guys.
Right.
Oh my gosh, I have so many of them. I probably have like about 10 different flavors or something.
10 flavors?